Hi. Gonna do some readings. I'm feeling kind of depressed today. I just feel lost. Like I'm living in some, I don't know. I'm not gonna say exactly what I'm feeling because I wouldn't want my feelings to rub off on anyone else. It's like if you're sick, try not to sneeze on me type of a thing. That's how I feel a lot of the time. I don't like to tell people how I'm feeling because I'm afraid it's gonna they might get what I'm saying and then they feel the same way. So I try just not to even talk about it. Let's just say I'm feeling kind of depressed today. Getting some good energy going with this wood. Hi, Susan. Will I have reconciliation with Brian? Okay. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I had nothing else to do today anyway, but going live and giving the free readings definitely can help me feel better if I just feel kind of lost and empty. You know, I think between you and Brian, I don't really see things being completely healed. And I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think he's a bad person. I'm seeing a lot of friction in the cards. And I just see two people that just don't go together. Um, but like, I get the sense that you're just in different directions. And I don't know. I feel like no one here's a bad person, but it just seems like this is kind of messy energy. And um, there's too much friction. And um, for whatever reason, it's just two people that aren't going to get on the same page. But anyway. You're welcome. I've been drinking a lot less lately. I mean, I still have, like in an average day, I probably have like maybe like 10, 12 cocktails. They're all very weak, but I've noticed that I do drink less because I always buy these big bottles of vodka, and like one big bottle of vodka used to last me like 3 days, maybe four. Um, but now I make one of those bottles last at least 6 days. So I'm drinking like over half, or no, I'm drinking like less than half of what I used to drink. But I like to drink, but I think I do it out of like boredom. I got a pack of, in the mail yesterday, I got some smudge sticks and I got some pieces of Palo Santo. I'm really happy with what I got. And all of the Palo Santo sticks are nice. They were like all nice and long and like girthy and like good pieces. I'm gonna call you Rara because I don't know how to say the X in it. So Rara, real intention of a beat-in towards Busha. And you say he's your crush. Okay. Let's see what comes up. So Rara, um, you're asking about a beat-in. Um, I look at these cards and I just kind of feel confusion. Like it's a little all over the place, and I think that kind of reflects probably. I mean, because it's not so much about his intention that I'm looking into. It's more of how he feels about you. Because if you know that, then you would know what his intention is. And I don't know. I'm just seeing very confusing energy, and honestly, this isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it also looks kind of not that great. Um, take that to mean what you want it to mean, but it's kind of a very foggy message. And I think that probably reflects how he's feeling or what the situation is. Arajo. Hi, Arajo. You want to know what's coming towards you in March. Okay. Come on. I keep dropping the cards. Okay. All right, Joe. You want to know about March? I can't believe it's already almost March. I'm so excited. So, Arajo, I don't really see any major changes in March. I do see a lot of kind of stuck energy. Um, I feel like this reading, it probably more reflects just how you'll be feeling in March. Um, I mean, big things that happen in life, I think, are reflected in certain cards that talk about like change and um, I don't know. When I look at these cards, I just see like I see that you're gonna feel very stuck, like spiritually. Um, which I think, I think some words of wisdom for you in the month of March is be explorative, try new things, take risks, shake things up, make some moves. Because I see that the potential is there all throughout March for you to do different things. But for some reason, it's like either you're choosing not to, or you are convinced that you can't, but you really can do what you want to do in March. Whatever is convincing you, whatever you're convinced of that's in the way, it's not there. Um, there's either a way around it or the problem isn't there to begin with. So my advice to you is during March, make some moves, and the potential is there the whole time. You know, you're free to go. Hi, Chida, Thada. Hi, Shivali. So Shivali wants to know, does Akash miss me long distance? Shivali, yeah, he absolutely misses you. Or she. I don't know if that's a he or a she, but this person absolutely misses you. I see nothing but good energy here. Um, okay. Well, what I see in these cards is that he's very busy right now. He has kind of a lot going on in life, but the sense I get from these cards is that you can definitely expect that he's going to reach out to you at some point. He's definitely going to reach out to you at some point, probably not in the super far future, probably within the next week, 2 weeks. I see him reaching out to you because if he really does like you this much, then it just wouldn't be that it would go that long without him reaching out to you. That's just how people are. Hi, Aesthetic Delta. Hi, Sarah. Let me see. Sarah wants to know, feeling of Zine towards me, no contact. Okay, let me see. Feeling of Zine towards me, no contact. So, Sarah, the sense I get from these cards is that on the one hand, he does miss you, but there's also this very uneasy feeling that goes along with it. I don't know exactly why that is. I'm assuming it's because of like I think it has something to do with some kind of insecurity of his. Um, I'm assuming usually what this is that he fucked up somehow and he misses you, but also regrets something that he did. And now when it comes to you, it his own mistakes has left him feeling kind of uneasy about how to approach you because he kind of knows he did something wrong. Um, but something like that. But I do think he misses you. Um, I think you were really able to get to him. All right. Aesthetic Delta. What did Nicole think about me asking her that last question? Okay. Okay, Aesthetic Delta. Let me see about Nicole. Well, the sense I get, aesthetic delta, I definitely think. Um, Now, see, you don't have to say. I don't know what you asked, Nicole. I think she was definitely caught off guard and really didn't expect the question. But at the same time, it made her very happy. Whatever it is that you asked her, I don't know if it was a request or an inquiry or whatever it was, but I definitely think that she felt very good about it. Um, it made her very happy. She felt lucky. It was a win for her. Um, but she definitely, at the same time, didn't expect to get the question. Um, anyway, but this is what I'm looking at. It definitely looks good. Um, my assumption is, I mean, aesthetic delta, if you're wondering, like, you know, if you're worried that you shouldn't have said it, or if you're worried that you did the wrong thing, I think you'll find that moving forward with Nicole, I don't think she's going to. Um, I don't think she's gonna give you any indication that she's upset about it or anything like that. I think things are just gonna continue on like normal. Um, Nothing bad is gonna come of it because I think it actually getting the question in some kind of way made her happy. Um, okay. La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-da-da. Hi, Bella. Well, see, that's what I was thinking, but I have no idea. Like, I still kind of don't exactly know what was said, but usually, like, I just assumed, because this is usually true for me, when someone asks me something personal, there have been many times that I just get happy to even answer the question just because I feel like someone's taking an interest in me. Um, that's what I was assuming it was, but I don't know if I'm right about that. Um, but I think it goes beyond that though, because it seems a little bit more impactful um, than just like you know. Um, anyway, but um, so Bella wants to know, will my crush A contact me? Okay, Bella, Bella. Will my crush A contact me? Bella, I kind of feel like the answer is no, but And, you know, something tells me that this person you're asking about, your crush, um, I feel like whoever you're crushing on is a little too close to home for you, because I feel like it's not just that you're crushing on this person, but there's some kind of burden here that goes along with this person. For example, um, like the way that this person is in your life now is kind of there's something not right about it. For example, I always use this example, but if it's like a coworker, or because that can lead to problems. You have to, if you're like crushing on them, then you're like seeing them every day, and it's kind of like if you have those feelings for someone that you're working with, it can be kind of a burden. And also, it's probably not even wise to date someone you're working with anyway. Or it could be, um, you know, you're crushing on your mom's friend's son, and you know that's kind of a sketchy territory too, because um, you know, if you got together and then broke up, there would be weird energy between your mom and your mom's friend. So that kind of a thing. I just feel like something about the dynamic between you and your crush, there's something that's kind of a burden about the whole thing. I think you should just let this person go and move on, because something tells me that this is probably not wise to even like go down this road with this person. Montaigne. Let me see. Do I have an ex that's trying to return to my life? Let's see what comes up in the cards. Lordy, lordy. Well, Montaigne, I think there is somebody trying to return to your life. The sense I get from these cards is that there is someone. I'm getting the sense it's just one person at the moment. I think there is somebody that is considering um, coming back to you. Now, this person right now, there's something kind of not right about the whole thing, though, because I have a feeling that this is someone that already sort of has an established life with someone else, and they even I'll go as far as to say they already have a family together, And something tells me that this person is second guessing their own life and maybe thinking about coming back to you. But I also can't help but feel like they're actually not going to totally leave the family behind. Like they're still going to they're going to try to have both worlds. But anyway. Okay, well, I don't know if they have kids, but I mean, I thought they did. But definitely what I feel is sort of like the person he's with now, he has kind of an established life with some other woman. Um, like either they're married or they're engaged or they're living together. It's kind of more serious than just two people that are dating each other. Um, like it's more established than just two people who date. At least they live together, and if not, then it's more serious than that. But why? Why are you laughing at me for coughing? I had a tickle. I had a tickle and I had to scratch it. Don't judge me. By all the things that I know, passions surge in magic flow. By the stars above and angel wings, I cast away unwanted things. A joy of freedom is a holy might. Raise the spirit, shed a light. Welcoming will be this space, the realm befalling on my face. My heart is real, this thought is true. There is me, and there is you. The darkest night and sky of day, unwanted things be cast away. Miraculous is the fact I see. Joyous I am to be true and be free. As I desire, so it will be. That's a cleansing spell. Or it's like a spell to ward away bad energy and invite power and good energy to come in its place. Not that I was feeling all that terrible, but it's so much fun to say. I love that spell. I like to burn something when I say it. It's more mystical. Have you ever thought about that? Like in the movie The Matrix, which, you know, The Matrix is just a movie. I get that. But like it kind of talks about like an age old way of thinking about life and kind of a spell that people can fall under at times. Like people, and I, me included, people can fall under the spell that nothing in life is real and it's all just some false reality. Um, and the truth is that we're tied to some other world. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people can fall under that spell, and it happens to me all the time. But like this Palo Santo, like I'm holding it in my hand. It's either real or it's not real. It's kind of the bottom line. Like it either is or it isn't. And what I know about, just with basic logic, if it is real, then it's literally magic. Like it's made of magic. Whatever, nothing can be real unless it's magic. Like everything is literally like the substance that it is made of is magic. Like, and it kind of makes me feel good to burn stuff because I mean, I don't see what happens on like a subatomic level, but you know, the way energy is flowing and just the energy that this is, it might have some kind of weird effects on other sort of like something. Like it might actually be a lot more powerful than what um, what it looks to be. I guess you just never know. Hi Mila, like 11. Ooh, I have a lot of likes so far. Is Z missing me? Okay, let me see what comes up. So Mila, I definitely think that this person is missing you. I think this person's going to contact you sometime relatively soon, like I would say within about a month's time, in about a month or so, maybe like, I mean, it could be sooner. It's not going to be like super, super soon, but I'm thinking like 2, 3 weeks or maybe a month. I wouldn't say any sooner than 2 weeks, but that kind of a time frame. I think this person's going to contact you. Um, and there's something in the cards about overcoming some kind of obstacle. And definitely overcoming some kind of obstacle. And I feel like you didn't really see eye to eye with him on, I don't know how many things, but at least one thing that was kind of important, and perhaps it was even a deal breaker. Something that you did not see eye to eye on. But I think when he does contact you, or she, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but I think when this person does contact you, there's definitely going to be a mention of um, like leaving the past in the past and not having to see everything the same way, but um, kind of um, moving forward anyway. Um, this is like someone romantic, right? Because with the Knight of Cups, I always see that as someone being asked out. It's like an offer of a date, usually, is the way I almost always read into that card. And these cards are kind of hinting at something romantic. But anyway, moving on. Hi, Miriam. Hi. Good morning. Or afternoon, wherever you are. For me, it's the morning. We're supposed to get a huge snowstorm starting tonight, and it's going to last like 24 hours. Or actually, where I live, it's like blizzard conditions we're supposed to get at some points. Which, I mean, I love snowstorms. The only thing I don't like about it is that I'm going to have to go to my dad's house and help him shovel snow. I if I didn't actually have to shovel any snow, I would be like even more excited about the storm. Just looking out my window, seeing all the snow fall down and pile up, and oh well. But my dad needs my help, so I'm gonna go help him shovel. Kind of have to pee. So Miriam, is my current partner serious about our relationship? All right, let's see what comes up. I take credit for all the snow we've been getting. I'm just saying. I believe I single-handedly made that happen. I'm just kidding, sort of. Um, I just say that because earlier in the season, I created a spell for snowstorms. It was really a blizzard spell, but it was the real bulk of the spell is about bringing about snowstorms. And I made this potion and cast it on the earth. And we have in starting this winter, we're actually getting a lot more snow. I mean, when I was a kid, it used to snow a lot, like almost every winter. But for the past like 3 or 4 winters, we haven't really been getting much in terms of snow. But this winter has been we've been getting a ton. It's definitely been very active this winter. And I would like to think it's because of my spell. Anyway, yeah, Miriam, I think your partner is serious about the relationship. Because, I feel like you do, you know, I see good energy here. I see really good energy, and I see energy that goes the distance. And I think your partner is serious about the relationship. Um, there is one card here, the eight. What is this? The eight? Yeah, the Eight of Swords, which this kind of gives me a little hint that I do feel like when you ask that question, it's not as if you're just willy-nilly asking a question. I think that the question you ask, you honestly do have a reason for asking it. There's something that must be going on that gives you reason to ask that. The sense I get is your current partner is just kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place with whatever the situation is. Like, um, this person's hands are tied a little bit with. See, I don't know what the situation is between the two of you, but it seems like it's not that he's not serious, it's just that he's kind of stuck in something right now. But I think you'll find that he will show you commitment, and I think that he definitely wants it to go the distance. Um, yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to leave a little note in the chat. I'm going to go make myself a drink. feet are kind of cold. The wax in that candle just did a really weird thing. I'm not sure what that was. I have groceries coming in the mail today. I can't really remember what I got. I know I got some soda water. Yeah, I can't be without soda water. That's what I use to make all my cocktails. Yeah, I got some different stuff like milk, some vegetables, some chocolate, snacks. I also have a couch covers coming in the mail today because I'm getting kind of sick of the one I have. My couch itself is so cheap, and it's kind of a shitty couch, and it's kind of falling apart in one spot. I have to try to sew it back together. One of these days I'm going to try to do that, if I can. But right now my couch is brown, but the cover I got is black, so I'm going to have like a black couch. It's coming in the mail today. I'm excited to see what that looks like. I think it'll look better than the brown. The couch itself is blue, but I've put that couch through hell. And it was already kind of shitty to begin with. There's like the couch itself is like stained and it's just shitty looking, so I have to keep a cover on it. But I'm excited. It'll just be like a nice little change. I like change. Sometimes changing the furniture, switching around where the furniture is, or different things like that, I think are helpful just to like feel better. Sometimes I think about rearranging the furniture in this room, but I do kind of think that the setup right now is the best. Just like feng shui wise, I think the way it is now, I think I should keep it that way. So I'm going to have to get creative and find other ways to sort of switch around the kind of setup I have. Hi, Amal. Yeah, you can ask something if you want. Everybody gets a free question. I will try my best to do a good job. Okay. Taziri. Hi, Taziri. I'm just going to say Fareed. Will Fareed send a message to me today to resolve this misunderstanding? Okay. So, I get the sense from these cards that, first of all, I think the misunderstanding will be resolved. Um, the air between the two of you will be clear. And, like, I have a sense that he's not going to take the first step. Um, I think if you want resolution, if you want answers, then I think you should probably text him. Because I get the sense he's not going to be the first one to make a move. But I think he will definitely respond if you do make the first move. But kind of the big picture here, I think that the problem will be resolved. All will be well. I think today's definitely a good day to start the process. I have a feeling that I think it's probably a very good time to send him a message. I think today is a good day to send him a message. I wouldn't expect everything to be resolved by today because I still have a feeling that he's going to be a little resistant. But just sow the seeds today and then give them just a little bit of time to sort of flourish. You know what I mean? But I think definitely today's a good day to start. Fix my camera. I don't like where that is. You're welcome. Anyway, so the last few days for me have been a little bit rough. Not all bad, but I said this yesterday during the live stream, but it's almost the same thing for me every day, which is that my day starts off good, gets shitty, and then it goes back to being good. Um, and it's so funny because, like, if I'm feeling like upset in some kind of way, whether it's anger, frustration, depression, fear, dread, whatever the type of negative feeling is, doing, you know, consulting with like the spirit world, like with spells or tarot cards or tea leaf readings, that stuff really does work. It always works. It at least makes me feel a little better. Literally 100% of the time, I feel a little better from doing it. Um, but I don't know. I just lately I've been feeling like I'm kind of upset. Like I get upset that I even feel like that to begin with. I mean, it's good that I have solutions to the problems, but oh, I just wish I could like just feel. I don't have to feel completely wonderful, but I would like to just feel okay, at least just like fine. Um, I don't need to be on top of the world, but I just wish I was just, because especially for like no reason, because I have a lot of good stuff going on for me, and yet I still feel kind of fucked up sometimes. I just don't, I guess I just don't know what the reasons are. And I mean, it's good that I have ways to feel better, but I just get sick of doing that stuff. I guess you got to do what you got to do, though. Anyway. Hi, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Um, well, other than tarot, I like to read tea leaves, and I know a few basic things about palm leaf reading. Um, I mean, pendulums are kind of self-explanatory, but um, I do that stuff. I would love to get a bone throwing kit, but I want like real bones. I should go buy like a few rotisserie chickens and just keep all the bones or something. I should do that because I would love to get like, I would love to go to Home Depot and buy like maybe like an 11-inch by 14-inch piece of wood, and then maybe like stain the wood and then burn it with a wood burner and create different symbols and things. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but this is like something I want to do. Um, and then that'll be like a bone throwing tablet sort of type thing. Um, you know, so and that'll be like the board. It's a board. That'd be my bone throwing board, and that's what I would use to do bone throwing. And the symbols burned into into the board itself, and where the bones fall and what it looks like. I mean, there's so many ways you could get things from that, but I want to do that. That's on my list of things to do. But I want first. I need to get the bones. I have to procure some bones, and it doesn't have to just be bones. I do want a few like actual bones, whether they're from like bones that I find during a nature walk or from like a rotisserie chicken or a fish or something. If I know someone who's eating a fish, like a whole fish, and they're going to throw the bones away anyway. But I also other things like pieces of a shell, like seashells or um, oddly shaped stones that I find um, while I'm walking around the neighborhood. Um, a walnut shell, like different things. Um, I really want to do that. I've never really done it, but I know I could. Um, I don't know. That's something. That could definitely be something. And I know people do that. And that's like so old school. I really like antiquated things. Actually, let me look up that word because I'm not even sure if I just used that word right. Antiquated, like it's old fashioned. Is that what that means? Antiquated. Yeah. Describes something very old fashioned, outmoded, or obsolete, often implying it's no longer useful, effective, or accepted in modern times. Oh, I would love that. I would love to be a singer, but I don't want to be famous. I mean, there are a lot of singers who make decent livings who really not a lot of people know about. That, I mean, I could do that. I'm an okay singer. I'm not like Christina Aguilera, but I can like hold it. I can like sing a song kind of pretty, as long as it's not too hard to sing. I mean, some songs are so hard that I wish I could sing them, but they're just too hard for me. It's kind of something you're born with, I think. I would love to be in like a rock band though. That'd be fun. Although singing in front of audiences is so scary. I mean, I imagine if I did it all the time, I feel like it's one of those things that you get used to. Like the more you do it, the less scared of it you are. I don't know. Just I remember when I was in high school, I sang at the talent show. I sang a song and I played the piano in front of an auditorium full of people who didn't even like me. I've never been so scared shitless in my life. I think I was more scared of that talent show than when my brother tried to choke me to death when I was 21. It's okay. He's dead now. An accountant. So you must be good at math. I hate math. I can like barely do multiplication. I mean, of course, like really basic math, like anybody can do. But something that's been on my list of things to do, I want to get a multiplication table between the numbers between like 1 and 10 and just like go through them all. Um, I really want to do that. Um, I was better at that when I mean, you must think I'm like an idiot, but I never use it and I never really think about it. I mean, that's like something you learn in the first grade. They give you multiplication tables and then you learn that. But, and I used it all throughout school, but once I got out of school, I never really used it again. And then all these years later of just doing the same mindless stuff every day, I've just kind of forgotten like pretty basic math. I should print that up today. Just a basic multiplication table and just look at it, memorize it. Wow. Yeah, math is kind of, you know, it's funny now that I'm thinking about it. It's like, on the one hand, I sort of hate math, but on the other hand, it is kind of it's like a knowable thing for the most part. I know I'm a little scared lately because I've been living in this apartment. My apartment is subsidized, and it's been that way since I moved in back in 2021. But lately, there's been something going on with my lease. Um, I mean, I'm not afraid that I'll have to move out or anything. I mean, I'm not afraid of that, but I might actually be forced to get a job soon. I, which I'm like praying does not happen. And even then, I still don't think I'd be able to actually pull that off. Hi, Emerald. Hello. It's okay. I'm all right. A little up and down, but whatever. Whatever. I'm feeling better now that I'm doing this. This is giving me something to do and a place to put my focus. Something's been going on with me lately. um, for the past few months, my emotions have been kind of, um, I mean, it hasn't been all bad, but there's been kind of a trend of like, there's been like this trend of insanity in my life. Like, I've been kind of losing my mind a lot. Um, I just wonder what's going on with me. Like, if it's something that I could fix or if it's just going to work itself out. But I think that it's like an energetic problem. Something energetically is like off with my spirit or the way things are flowing. You know what? Actually, that's a project. I'm going to do that today. It's after this live stream. I'm gonna consult the spirit world. I'll give myself a tea leaf reading. I will pull some tarot cards for myself, maybe ask a few questions to the pendulum, maybe try to use my crystal ball. Like, I'll do a whole bunch of stuff, but all with the same question in mind. Like, is there anything I should be aware of about what this trend has been with me feeling so up and down in my spirit for the past few months? Like, what's going on with me? Because I mean, I just don't know what the issue is, and it might be something as simple as, like, it's just something that it's some kind of spell that I'm under, or like I'm stuck in a certain way of thinking, and maybe it's just not even occurring to me or something. But I mean, for all I know, whatever I'm going through, I have absolutely no power to change. There's nothing that would even matter, and I just have to wait it out. That is a possibility, but I don't really know what's actually the case. So I just wonder if I do all of these different exercises and try to just get some kind of insight, um, and then at the very end, I'll kind of go back and analyze everything that I've gathered from every exercise and see if there's like a common denominator, or like something that ties it all together. And then maybe I would get some kind of clue as to like what exactly has been wrong with me the past few months. Well, meditation I would also do as well. Um, there's a spell that I do. I actually just did it this morning. It's a vision quest spell. You make a special type of candle, and then you say the spell, light the candle, and then you close your eyes and meditate. And then the spell itself is supposed to help induce things to come to you even better than they normally would. That's the goal, I guess. If I don't know if it even makes a difference, but um, certainly couldn't hurt to do that. Um, Jupiter. Yeah, see, it's gray skies for me today. I wouldn't be able to see it. We're supposed to get a huge snowstorm over the next day and a half. Um, for me, my area is going to be gray until like Tuesday. I'm not going to see the sun again until like Tuesday midday. But I mean, all of these exercises, I'm sure that I'll be able to gain some kind of wisdom from at least one thing that I do. I'm sure something will come through that's kind of um, mind bending, maybe. Um, but I mean, if after I cross analyze everything that I get from all these exercises and there's still no common denominator, then I'm just gonna, I guess, be back to the drawing board. Hi, Lucky. Okay, so may I ask, what are Noah's feelings about me? Let me see what comes up. So lucky. Um, I pulled 3 cards for your question, and the cards that I got, not that it's super dark and scary, but they all are sort of negative in nature. So I'm sensing that the current whatever's going on between you and Noah, it's kind of rocky because for him to feel this way about you, there would have to be problems already. Um, I mean, people don't, no one just feels negatively about somebody for no reason. Something must have already happened to make him feel this way. I don't see anything here about hatred or anything dark or scary, but definitely what I'm seeing is this feeling of being incomplete, overwhelmed, and kind of drained. So, I mean, if I'm right about this, then it seems like there would already have to be problems between the two of you. Um, I mean, what do you think? Because what I'm seeing in these cards is that things are not perfect between you and Noah. Like there, if I'm right about this, then there must already be kind of negative things going on. Anyway. All right, bye, Emerald. Have fun cleaning your apartment. Okay. All right. Well, something I can. Okay, so I think that reading wasn't far off. So I think there wasn't anything in those cards about him being mad. I don't think he's mad at you. Um, that's not the vibe I was getting. I mean, it didn't look good, but I wouldn't say anger or madness was the thing that I was seeing. Oh. Hi, Tori. Hello. Yeah, 4 dates. That is kind of fast, but maybe he's just really old-fashioned or something. I don't know. Um, it's kind of a touchy subject because some people are really old school and they want to be exclusive from the first date. Like, but most people nowadays are more like you kind of date around and see who you really want to be with, and then you pick a person. But that's up for debate. My forehead is like stuck in a frown. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make myself another drink. I'm back. Kind of want to smoke some tobacco. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my pipe and my tobacco. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. Let me see if my groceries. I always get my groceries on Amazon. They're going to be delivered today between 10 and noon. So I just want to see if. Yeah, they're not even out for delivery yet. So. Yeah, because I have a feeling these are going to be delayed. I hope not, but. Yeah, so after this live stream, I'm going to do a few different things. I'm just hoping the clear intention that I have is there some I need to get the intention pretty clear before I do it. And I'm gonna announce, this sounds crazy, but I swear this does something. So before I do all this stuff, I want to just make an announcement to the universe and whatever spirits can possibly hear me and help me at the, whatever could, if that makes a difference, but just put it out there that I just want some kind of pearl of wisdom that could in some way fix my problem. And it might just be a seed that's planted in my mind that ends up fixing the problem in some kind of bizarre way. I'm really not sure, but I'm hoping, I just want solutions to. I feel like I'm going down kind of a dark path, and I'm just or I mean, who knows? Maybe my life is right on track and everything's fine. But I've been feeling like I'm kind of losing it for the past few months. And I'm just wondering if there's something I could just understand a little bit better, just to feel better about my life and where this is all heading. Um, you know, I'm really not sure what's going to come of all of it, but I'm just hoping I can get some kind of pearl of wisdom or idea or something that will be very kind of eye opening and kind of starts something in my life that will um, make me feel better long term. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff. See if I can get anything. Yeah, I guess I just feel stuck. Like I feel really stuck. Not all the time. I mean, sometimes I'm in a perfectly good mood. Honestly, sometimes I am just happy. But it's just been this trend, and it's getting to the point where like it's becoming so common for me to be in like a shitty mood that I wake up in the morning like almost expecting at some point like that it's going to happen again. Like, ay, ay, ay. But still, with that being said, sometimes I genuinely am happy. Like, honestly, sometimes I'm in a good mood. All right, well, I'm going to go now. I'm actually gonna go do all that stuff right now. I think first I'll give a call to my parents and see how their mornings are going. And then I'm gonna go do all those exercises. And I'm gonna record all the data, cross-examine everything, and try to find a common denominator with whatever's coming through and just see if I can understand literally, I don't even know what I'm trying to understand, but I'm just hoping that something comes through that in some kind of mysterious way can just fix my problem. Whatever actually is going on with me, I'm just hoping that whatever comes through in these exercises somehow brings me levity and some kind of long term, I don't know, something. All right, I'm going to go. Bye.